Hello folks, welcome back to the channel, and if you're from the UK, I hope you're enjoying all of this amazing weather we're having. Like, my god, spring is really in full force, and I've been on the bike pretty much the whole time. In fact, I've done no VR at all. All the videos you've been seeing recently have just been ones that I've had sort of in the back burner. But anyway, we are going to do a VR video today, and it's all about, well, I say it's all about the Varjo Aero. It's really mainly about VR Opticians and their prescription lenses. Now, I know I have shown quite a lot of lens inserts on the channel recently, so sorry about that, but I think, you know, for Varjo Aero users particularly, and I know I don't have that many on the channel, but I think it's still worth, you know, covering, that if you have invested £2,000 on this amazing class-leading VR headset, you're going to want to find a way to protect those lenses. Now, imagine you wake up one day, okay, which is good in itself, but yeah, you wake up one day and you want to go for a VR flight. This is not an easy thing to think about, right, folks? So I hope you're sitting down right now, because I'm going to say something that might make you have nightmares, okay? So are you ready for this? You wake up, you go for a VR flight, but you think, oh, my lenses are a bit smudgy, or there's a bit of dust on them or something. So I know I'm going to take this, clean cloth that looks pretty decent. I'm going to wipe the lens, not knowing that there's a bit of microscopic sort of little bit of dust that's quite hard, or some sort of material that ends up scratching your lens, a little hairline scratch or whatever. You think, okay, no, that's not a scratch, it can't be. So you kind of keep wiping it, making it worse, and before you know it, you've written off your Varjo Aero. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a pretty bad day, to say the least. So I think it's really important, even if you're not a glasses wearer, to find some kind of way to protect the lenses, not just on the Aero, but if you've got a G2 or a Quest. VR Opticians do have lenses, as well as other manufacturers as well. You know, I've shown off tons on the channel. So, but I haven't tried VR Opticians before, so I'm quite intrigued to see what they're like. Now, I'll just overlay some shots now of what they look like in their case. I've got to say, in terms of the packaging, VR Opticians have absolutely blown it out of the park compared to the competition. The way they're packaged, they've got a little pocket for each lens. I love that. It's that kind of experience that really makes it feel premium, and well done for that. That's really nice. Now, this is really interesting. I've actually got two pairs of lens inserts. One has got the fancy Zeiss blue light filter. I think I've said that correctly, because I know Zeiss are very well respected in terms of the lens technology they have in many of their products, including they work with Sony Xperia and their alpha cameras. So that says a lot in itself. And then the other pair does not have the blue light filter. Now, both of them have a scratch and impact resistant hard coating, and have an anti-reflection coating as well, and have a clear coat like a lotus effect, which I've no idea what that is, but I've just read that off their website. So we'll see. But, I think compared to the competition, they are a little bit more expensive. But I have heard nothing but praise for these lens inserts. So what I've done is, right, I've got the right lens with the blue light Zeiss filter, and the one on the left is just without, because it's about another £27-28 extra for those blue light filter sort of coating. Now, I will say that if you can afford it, I think the blue light filter is a very good idea, because it helps prevent eye strain. Okay, I think I've mentioned this recently, but what we're going to do, because I haven't actually tried these out yet, we're going to go into Aerofly FS2, and I'm going to try to see if I can see any difference between the right and left lens in terms of the sort of the coating. But really, it's all going to be about how they feel. Now, one thing I want to say straight away is that the lenses, they fit really well. They actually click into place onto the lenses themselves, onto the sort of the surround of the lens, which I really do like. They also fit really close to the lenses as well, which means if you want a bit more field of view out of your Aero, particularly if there's any more facial interfaces coming at some point, that shouldn't be too much of an issue, because you'll be able to get quite close without it sort of being annoying and hitting your nose. Or because I do notice with some other lens inserts that with the G2 facial interface, the one where you can get really close to the lenses, if you've got lens inserts, they get in the way and you can't actually wear them, so that's kind of annoying. But in this case, I noticed that they run quite flat, so that's quite cool. Anyway, enough talking, let's go into the sim and we can find out how good these are in practical terms. So I'll see you in a moment. Right, so welcome back. We're now in Aerofly FS2 running at 90 frames per second at native resolution in the Varjo Aero, and you can imagine those things together, what that means. I don't have to tell you, it's absolutely mind-blowing, surely. I mean, it's just so good. I would recommend anybody, whether you got an Aero or whatever headset, if you really want an amazing experience in VR with incredible frame rate, with visuals like this, Aerofly FS2 still rocks. Anyway, this is all about the, you know, the VR Opticians lens inserts, and one thing I've been looking at right now, because bear in mind I've still got the Zeiss blue light filter lenses on the right of my right eye, and on the left eye I've just got the normal lens, and I really cannot see any difference. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, what's the point in spending an extra £28? But you are missing the point there if you're thinking that, because a blue light filter should not really be noticeable to the naked eye in the sense that it shouldn't affect the colour palette of the Aero, and it absolutely isn't here. So that's nice to know that I've got this blue light filter which is going to reduce eye strain. It's going to make me sleep better, in my opinion anyway, yet I don't notice any difference inside the headset. Look at this, folks. Oh my goodness me, this is absolutely beautiful. Let's take a look outside here. That's the wrong view. I think that's the one. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. Hopefully it's coming across on the mirror, because this is super smooth. I've really been enjoying Aerofly FS2 recently, particularly in the Aero, because it's just what we really want in terms of the holy grail of performance in VR. I'm not even using any eye tracking, it doesn't need it. It's 90 frames per second on the button with these visuals. Right, anyway, I want to try something else, folks. I'm going to dim the lights, because the Aero is famed for the fact that it does not have any God rays at all, and I want to make sure that that's still the case with these lens inserts. So I'm just going to dim the lights now and have a look at the cockpit. Actually, that's a really bad example right there, because I need to be in a I need to be in a lit area. Hang on a second, folks. Right, now sat on the ground here, looking at that beautiful cockpit. This is one thing I do love about the Aero, the fact that I don't have any glare at all with these spherical lenses. There's no glare. It's like looking at a monitor, but it's nighttime and you're in VR. It's just fantastic. And I'm pleased to say that the VR Opticians lenses, they're keeping that Aero quality in terms of there's absolutely no glare at all. That's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we're back in the daytime again, folks, and this is just such an amazing experience. It really is. And I hope you enjoyed that review of the lens inserts by VR Opticians. I absolutely recommend them. In fact, I think they're the best, to be honest, that I've shown on the channel to date, and particularly for the Varjo Aero. It's great to see that there is a really good option out there. Look at those mountains. Yeah, I'm just going to keep flying, folks. So I'm going to stop the video here. I hope you enjoyed that. As I say, thank you so much. If you feel like subscribing, you haven't yet. 80% of my viewers are not. So now is your chance to share the love. And yeah, I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye for now. Look at these views. Wow.